So in this video, we are going to be looking at how to go from an equation of a parabola to its graph. So what we would be given is an equation like this. Y minus 1 squared equals 24x minus 3. Now, what do you do with this? Now, if you're working on your homework, what you need to do is look on the first page of the notes of the homework. On this, you'll see they identify our different parabolas. We have two types. We have vertical parabolas, they're going to open up and down, and horizontal parabolas, they're going to open right and left. So the first thing we need to do is identify what type of parabola it is. So we want to know the orientation. How will I do that? Well, look here, I'm going to see what is being squared. Notice it's the y that's being squared, not the x. So when I look at my equations, I can see the y that's getting squared is horizontal. So I can now identify that this is a horizontal parabola. But we have two choices. It can open to the right or it can open to the left. So how will I know that? In this case, I look at the coefficient 24. Because that's positive, that's going to tell me that it's opening right. Now that we've done that, we need to identify our vertex. From the notes, I can see the vertex will always be HK. We also see in the notes that for a horizontal parabola, our equation is y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h, where p is the distance from vertex to focus. So now if you do a straight comparison, hopefully you'll be able to recognize my h is with my x variable. So if I look up here, that means my vertex will be 3. And then my k is with my y variable, and that will be 1. So this is my vertex. Now I got to figure out my focus. To figure out the focus, I need to know my p. So I can see 24 equals 4p. So if I divide 24 by 4, I'll find out that p is 6. Now let's start graphing. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put my vertex in at 3, 1. So I go over 3, up 1. Now, because it opens right, that's going to help us find our focus. So our equation tells us that our focus is going to be h plus p k. So we know our h is 3, our p is 6, our k is 1. So that'll become 9, 1. So I go over 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we also got to do the directrix. The directrix is h equals h minus p. So our h is 3, our p is 6, so x equals negative 3. Notice my directrix is a line, my focus is a point. So because the directrix is a line, I'll go to negative 3, and I put my directrix in. Now I can draw my parabola. It opens to the right. My focus is inside. Right, here's my focus, and my directrix is outside. So I've now successfully gone from the equation of my parabola to the graph. So once again, to recap the steps, first thing you want to do is identify the orientation, then you want to identify the vertex, then you want to find the focus and the directrix. Hope this helped.